bit even trickier now with like players having podcasts like Green the other day getting done for his comments on his podcast.
Which is ridiculous. Like, you're speaking the truth.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they get in trouble now for speaking. What did he say? He said something like the review panel or the tribunal was ridiculous or was a joke or something like that, you know, which the result was. So, like, I understand the AFL, you know, want to
protect them.
Appearances. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But if you're speaking the truth and it was a joke and 95% of the people out there said it was, like, it's okay for players to have opinions. Like, the players should have opinions because when they don't, people go, oh, the game's too vanilla. Like, I can't, you know, they're not allowed to speak their mind. Yes. It's bullshit. Everyone, like, gets on them for saying nothing. And then as soon as they say something, oh, you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to have an opinion. So it's...
And they didn't fine him, they just gave him a reprimand, didn't they?
Yeah.
So he just had to make an apology. But
yeah, the old fake apology.
I am going to remind you in advance that I am very sorry and I apologize for the inconvenience of me not giving a fuck what you think.
Which the club would have wrote for him, because there's no way he was sorry. He just has to pretend like he's sorry. Like, the old fake apology is ridiculous.
Well, that week was ridiculous because what did they got 3 weeks and they all got overturned, and then they came out and said that they were still correct decisions.
Yeah,
and then,
they need to do something about that in the end of the year.
What would you do to it? You're pretty good on this stuff.
Well, what would I do to it? I'd clear up the confusion for one. I've got no idea what that is, but like the biggest problem with the tackling now is that no one understands what the rule is. Like since, as far as I was concerned, back when Jesus played in the back pocket, like a long time ago, like if you got tackled and you made an attempt to handball it or kick it and you didn't and you dropped it, it was dropping the ball. That's where ball comes from, you know what I mean? But now, as far as I'm aware, and I could be wrong, because that's the problem, and everyone's probably got their own different interpretation. Like if you make an attempt, it's play on. Like so,
but only in some situations.
Well, that's I mean you have the two. See, so I thought the tackling was if you get tackled, at least you make an attempt to get rid of it.
Yeah,
it's not holding the ball. Where, as you know, like I said, from 1,000 years, 100 years ago when the game was invented, if you got tackled and you tried to handball or kick it and you dropped it,
it
was ball. You know, that's where the ball come from. So, but apparently that's not, because you're making an effort now. You're not allowed to tackle two arms. You have to ask him to lift an arm up so they can tackle one on the side, pin one arm, and then gently lay their head on the grass like they're laying their head on a pillow at night.
Yeah. Put yourself in danger.
Exactly. And like how fast the game moves. Like, I don't know if lots of people have sat on the boundary and watched how fast these boys run and how hard they hit and how quick the decisions are they have to make. Like it's a game that is like so fast and so quick these days and so powerful that my decisions are like that, and you have to make them. It's hard for the tackler. So I would make a hard and fast rule, whether people agree with it or not. Like, I don't know, whatever it is, like as soon as you
get rid of intent first of all.
If you get tackled and you don't get a handball, that's holding the ball, or whatever it is, or real quick, if you get tackled and you don't get it out, it's holding the ball, or it's a ball up, just so the game moves on. Yeah. Like if you can't get rid of it, no matter what, even if you've had half a second, it's holding the ball. And whether we like it or not, or it's a ball up. So one hard and fast rule for everything. So at least everyone can go to the game knowing what it is.
Consistent.
Whether people hate the rule or not, at least people can go, okay, well, by the letter of the law, it's a free kick. Because at the moment, no one's got any idea what a free kick is when it's holding the ball. And we hate the umpires, obviously, and we all think they don't do a good job, but they've got a tough job because the interpretation's so cooked. So I would say that, they
just make it more black and white.
Yep. We live in our games, there's a lot of grey.
Yeah.
But I think if they could just do a couple of hard and fast rules for tackling, just so we knew roughly what the rule was, well then at least, like I said, we might not like the rule, but at least we could understand it and watch the game, because the fans make the game, obviously, and without the millions of fans that watch every week, the players wouldn't get paid what they get paid, the TV rights wouldn't be what they are, and essentially the game wouldn't be as big as it is. So if they can't go to the game and understand and watch a game and know the rules, well, you've lost them.
Same with the MRO. I reckon like it just has to be like head-high contact gone. You just go for a week. Like if head-eye contact and then they've got concussion or whatever, it's 3 weeks.
That's right. There's the other thing about it. There's no 1, 2, or 3 or 4. It's like 0 or 3.
Yeah.
Where like, and how do you know if someone's susceptible to concussion? So like, you might tackle someone and they might have rocks in their brain or whatever, and they could just bounce straight back up, and they might get a fine or or like 1 week because it didn't concuss them. But someone might be really susceptible, and like a slight zephyr might just swing past and they get concussed.
Yeah.
And they hit themselves with the tiniest amount of force, and they're out because they're prone to it, or they're not built that way, and then they might be a less sort of aggressive tackle, for want of a better word. And then they get 4 weeks. Yeah. You go, well. Like, and that's not fair because it's not the tackler's fault that he's prone to being concussed. So does that mean the AFL have to give concussion tests at the start of every year and go, well, do it on a sliding scale? Well,
then that becomes more complicated again. I think it just has to be, it just has to be intent. Like it
has to be the action. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Just the action, bang, head-eye contact, see you later, you're gone.
Yeah, exactly. Or 1 week, exactly. Like, because you can't tell if people are prone to concussion, so it's not the tackler's fault if he is. Like I don't know, so it should be the same hard and fast rule for every tackle. But it should be the action, not the outcome.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.